roof is not just a passive structure overhead. It's protection from the elements, as long as it's maintained in good repair. A roof that leaks can damage expensive raw materials, reduce the value of finished goods, damage capital equipment, even raise heating and cooling costs. To retrofit or repair a conventional gravel-covered tar and felt roof can create more problems than it solves. Because of the weight involved, re-roofing with tar and felt may require tearing off the old layers. Using materials such as ballasted single ply over the old roof can add enough weight to create serious structural loading problems. Continuing to repair a conventional built-up roof using outmoded methods only postpones the inevitable as the leaks move elsewhere. Often, management does not recognize the long-term costs of this approach until the money's already spent. Sprayed-in-place, self-flashing urethane foam offers owners a remedial roofing system that results in an extremely lightweight, weather-resistant, monolithic membrane with outstanding insulation characteristics and exceptionally high performance, making it well-suited to roofing applications demanding minimum disruption, maximum cost-effectiveness, and long-lasting results. That's why this company decided to retrofit one of its factory buildings with a foam and coatings roof. But there's more to a successful retrofit than the inherent advantages of this efficient closed-cell material. First, the customer should be sure to select the right materials for the application in question. Materials can vary widely in quality and service life. A qualified manufacturer can help determine what materials will work best in a given situation. Next, the project details should be specified, spelled out clearly so there can be no misunderstanding. This is another area where the contractor or materials manufacturer can help by supplying customers with exact specifications. Then the customer should be sure to hire a qualified applicator, one factory trained, experienced, and technically competent to do the job as specified. A customer should be able to get a written warranty, one that spells out a program of periodic inspections. Annual inspections practically ensure that any problems which might arise are identified and corrected. With specifications drawn up, the engineering details taken care of, an estimate in hand, and a contractor selected, work began. The roofer's first task was to remove all the loose gravel and debris in the roof, sweeping, shoveling, and vacuuming the surface clean, reducing weight enormously, lessening the stress on the structure as a result. Once the cleanup phase was complete, they began to look for loose flashing. Foam's versatility made handling even this degree of damage fairly easy. Blisters were treated individually. Each blister had to be cut open and the saturated sections removed. The underlying surface was treated with a primer coat. The area was foamed to grade and sealed against the further intrusion of moisture. These problems taken care of, the roofers next applied a catalyzed urethane primer to enhance the chemical adhesion of the urethane foam. The roofers applied the foam using a plural component proportioning pump that furnished heated material in exactly equal proportions to a spray gun which mixed the material at the head and atomized it into a spray. This equipment can foam several thousand square feet per day with a relatively small work crew. Immediately, the urethane began to rise to 30 times its original thickness, forming an 1.5 inch deep layer in just 30 seconds. The foam developed into a monolithic closed-cell barrier sealing all the old imperfections. With an R factor of approximately 7 per inch, urethane foam is the most efficient insulation available. Next, the roofers sprayed on a urethane elastomeric coating system that protects the foam from the effects of weather, moisture, and ultraviolet radiation. The system required 2 coats. The first, a 20 mil base coat, providing extremely high strength and outstanding toughness. Second, a 10 mil finish coat, whose main function is to resist damaging ultraviolet sunlight and add even more durability to the system. Both were applied using plural component pumps and spray guns. A significant advantage to this foam system is its ability to cover protrusions and unusual surface shapes, eliminating the labor and risk involved in installing flashing or counter-flashing, even on the vertical. Since protrusions and details simply become part of a foam and coatings roof, the potential for leaks and failures ordinarily associated with them ceases to be of any real concern. As each area was sprayed to the desired slope, the roofer checked it for integrity, depth, and drainage. A final visual inspection of the roof confirmed that a monolithic, seamless system was properly in place. As a quality control measure, the contractor took small slit samples of the coating, verifying proper application. A tiny half-moon cross-section of the membrane reveals the actual structure of the coating. Using an optical gauge made detailed examination and measurement possible. It should be done every 2,000 square feet or so. Repairing the slit is just a matter of a little caulking. The entire project was completed in a short time, including tough-to-cover details like this drain. This system can even bond to glass, provided the appropriate primer is first sprayed directly on the application surface. Since skylights and window walls are tremendous energy wasters, covering them with foam can lead to substantial energy savings. Lightweight, high-performance elastomeric coatings and foams are not only quick and easy to apply, but they provide a cost-effective alternative to conventional roofing materials and systems, along with a long list of practical benefits. They're tough, with tensile strengths from 1600 to 4200 psi, elongation factors from 175% to 485%, and service temperatures from -80 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. A seamless, jointless, layerless, monolithic membrane can cut up to 90% off the weight of your roof. Cover flat roofs, complex geometrical shapes, protrusions, materials like glass, concrete, metal, built-up roofing composites, and solve a myriad of other problems. The elastomeric coating and foam roofing approach requires no mechanical fastenings, flashing, counter-flashing, glue, or penetration of the roof structure. Weather-resistant, ultraviolet-resistant, long-lasting, and extremely economical to maintain. These are among the reasons so many leading companies have installed foam roofs in recent years. Firms like IBM, Ingersoll Rand, Burroughs, DuPont, Campbell Soup, A.B. Dick, Walker Manufacturing, Kelwood, Monroe Shock Absorber, Rockwell International, Rocketdyne, and GTE all use ECF roofing extensively. Among the largest foam roof installations in the country is at Texas A&M University, where they've applied nearly 3 million square feet on the roofs of over 100 buildings in the past 10 years. Today, more than 30 million square feet of foam roofing are installed every year to protect commercial, industrial, and institutional buildings worldwide. From Key West to Anchorage, smart business people are discovering the advantages of urethane foam and putting them to work in both retrofit and in new construction. The arguments go on and on. Not only does foam conform to the overall shape of any roof, but it does an outstanding job of covering protrusions, heating, ventilating, and air conditioning installations, and other details, while providing unequaled weather and water protection. It can even handle vertical walls, glass, old mortar, or brick using special primers. Foam cuts energy costs, increases roof life, outperforms tar and felt, metal seam, polystyrene, and insulating concrete systems, eliminates wind uplift risk, and controls runoff. It even carries the Underwriters Laboratory 790 Class A rating, the highest fire resistance rating obtainable today. More and more companies are discovering that it pays to invest in elastomeric coating and foam roofing, both in terms of energy savings and in terms of dramatically lower energy costs. And this one has just joined the list.